Well, isn't that beautiful? Welcome back, everybody. My name is Frogman, and this is going to be Manufactio episode number 3. I was planning on having this out, 2 or 3 days ago, but it's just been Minecraft RNG stopping me from doing what I wanted to do, so I guess there's a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things I've gotten done. So first thing I'm going to start with is I need to go check and change something down here. I love Minecraft RNG because it drives me up the wall when you're trying to get something done. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hang on. Come here. Got him. Thank you. They're too cute. I wish you could tame those things. I built a couple of coke ovens because I researched all of the wonderful things that go with that. So I've got creosote opened up now, and I believe we did those last time around. I have done a couple other things. I went ahead while I was waiting and built all the parts for the boiler, and I went and built the parts for the steam generator, and I kind of started on the improved power. I already had some of this stuff because of other things, so I don't think there was anything else I've done yet. Mainly the big project has been I was working towards getting power going, and I happened to be wandering around and I found this cave. Look at them suckers. I don't know what the heck that, just building things, unless that is the pollution doing that. That's kind of interesting. But anyhow, they ran that much coal coke and made that much mess. This is a pretty good sized cave. So, but I came down here to pick these up so that I can replace them. Is this the one that's empty? Yes, okay. And then you guys can go back to work and go back to, yeah, lovely. Anyhow, back out the hole. And those can run for a little bit. And up the ladder. Okay, so what I have been doing is, I said in the last episode I was going to try to automate the crop farming before I had a machine to do it. And that is a process that involves getting some friends to come help us. So that's been fun. So I did go ahead and build a bunch of ore storage. I did change these out for electric drills. The system up here is not enough to keep these running, so occasionally I just throw some stuff in here. But back to the farms, and I also will talk about that in a second. Yep. Oh, hey, that's nice. How did you get in there? Whatever. As you can hear, where is he? I have a bunch of brown coats up here, or farmers, or fishermen, or fletchers, and they're up here picking things. And I had to separate them so that they can get to each and every single corner, but it kind of looks like they're not doing a whole lot right now, but it is definitely eating up a lot of the pollution from the factory. It's definitely using some. I'm losing a little bit, but it's not a big problem. I also got the entire surface of the farm done in the greenhouse glass, so the crops grow all the time, which is kind of cool, kind of nice. That's the thing down. And in between episodes, I went ahead and built a bunch of plate presses, and a bunch of plate into wire presses, and a bunch of plate into gear presses. So yeah, that's another thing. How well the farm is doing. Well, this has been, I don't know, maybe about 8 hours or 9 hours since I got the last one up there. It's just been waiting on these guys to do what I want to do. But that chest is full. That hopper's almost full. That chest is full, and I think the hopper behind it is full. That chest is full. All those hoppers are full, and I have a little bit of left over here. I was actually trading with that guy to get some more emeralds because, you know, money. And I know I showed it, but these guys are pretty powerful. Right there and right there. And he also sells concrete, which is pretty cool. This guy, I kept him because he will sell me right there steel mechanical components for an emerald. That's pretty cheap. So, and he also does this, which was the entire reason why I was trying to get a whole bunch of creosote oil. I can just buy them. So, yeah. Oh, and I guess since I'm in here, I was going to do this. So let me toss those in there. I have splitters on the back. 4 out of the 5 of these are running. 4 out of the 5 of these are running because I need a little bit better belts to do the work, and then all of these are running. And if you don't know, you can replace the covered scaffolding with a piece of glass, so it's pretty cool. And we'll just toss those in there and make some more plates. And this just goes around, one of the inserters picks it up and then puts it onto the thing. They're not the fastest thing in the world, but it does work for right now. At least it's working. And the pollution, that's about all the worse it gets. It's breathable. I don't need a gas mask or whatever you call it to be safe in here. So let's go let that run a little bit and go look at some of the other stuff. This is going to be, like I said, I've been working on nice little pathways, and this is going to be probably major assemblies like circuits and other things like that out here. Built a nice little pathway this direction. I leveled a lot of this out. Power generation, main power generation is going to be out there on the edge so that it can kind of stay away from everything. And I was looking at the new blocks and how the chisel blocks look. I'm going to have to get used to them. So that's basically how that's going to have to work. And the reason why I was making a whole bunch of clay in the last one is because of hempcrete, which is clay and industrial hemp fiber. This is not dig proof. It's actually very quick to dig, but it looks nice. I just wish it gave like a speed modifier. So, and yeah, that's this guy. That's pretty cheap. So, how am I getting all those guys, you ask? Well, let us go over here and see if anything is broken again. Kind of I built this before the change, so I'm going to be changing that block out. I don't think I want circuits on the side, and I would be okay with one or that one, this one or that one, but trying to get it so that it's all one block, you end up with that. Anyhow, yes, I have a little bitty vanilla, at least for this version of Minecraft, vanilla breeder in here. They're kind of slow, and I wanted them to be kind of slow because I didn't need to be dealing with hundreds of villagers all at once. But basically what happens is there's a farmer in there. He breeds with this guy. They toss the babies when they are born, run around like maniacs, and eventually fall off the edge into a water stream, which then delivers them to right there where they grow up so that they do not get mixed up with the ones up there. The ones up here sit there until I'm ready to pick them up. So there's 2 ways they can go, according to all of this, is over to the factory, which eventually I'm going to build a little trading hall for them, or in there. So we have a few test subjects. Let's give it a whirl. I need to kick it up just a little bit and see what we get. Oh yes, perfect example of why you don't care. He's useless. Sir, I have a place for you. Kick it back up. See what else we get. Ah, what is this guy? He is a shepherd. He can also farm, so we'll flick that lever. That turns the lines that way, and he can go join the rest of them in the main building. Goodbye. Flick the lever. What's in here now? See what we get. Nothing. Maybe. Okay, sometimes that happens. Go around. Hit the button as it goes through. Anyhow, somebody will come out of there eventually. Looks like there is, let me try one more time. Maybe? No? Go back. This stupid thing. I love Minecraft. Do it again. There we go. Now we got somebody. This is a mechanic from Pneumatic Craft. He sells all kinds of stuff. He is completely and utterly useless, so you can go into the pit of despair. Do that again. See if we get somebody. Probably not. No. Whatever. Try it one more time. I love vanilla. It's so just janky. Whatever. We'll play with that later. Basically, that's how I've been getting villagers, and I've been sorting through them occasionally and picking up some of the stuff. I'm hoping for a librarian with mending. Not that I really need it, but I would kind of like to keep some of these tools. And they're getting a little bit expensive to repair, so yeah. Anyhow, and these guys all came from a village that is just over the hill right there, which was really odd because there were like mostly clerics and like one mechanic, and that was it when I walked into it. So it was kind of fun getting them to start anyway. There's still a few of them over there. I'm just leaving them in case I happen to have a zombie outbreak or a spawn or something that causes a problem. So what's going on right here is there is an activator rail right there with a detector rail, and underneath here there is the detector rail is outputting into a redstone torch, I believe, that inverts the signal into a repeater that then opens this sticky piston, which removes the block right there. And they go down for a trip down to the pit of despair, meaning they fall about 40 blocks and die. So you don't want to kill them outright in front of the rest of them because they will stop breeding for a good period of time. So I just want them to continuously breed. So let's take a run over here. And he should have gone inside. Good. I've been keeping them in here because I had an accident, a day or two ago, that thunderstorm came through and, well, lightning struck one of them and it turned it into a witch, which proceeded to try to kill all the rest of them. So it was kind of funny. I'm glad it wasn't one I needed. And let's see, up here, I guess we can explain how this system works. The guy's in here now. Okay, so we'll go over next door. Up. There's a hopper and a hopper. There's two hoppers right here that he is standing on and a piece of glass blocking him from getting to this guy. There's also a piece of glass that I shoved into the other one's head so that he is completely inside a block. There's no way he can pick up any of the drops. He might get one or two, but basically what I want him to do is not have much of an inventory. And I may end up having to change him out. It's luck of the draw whether or not it catches something. So the hopper feeds into this belt right here, and that belt goes all the way down to the end and drops into the supply for my little biogens. Now, eventually, all of this is probably going to get moved that direction because I am going to use multiple ways to get power. So, like I said, I'm trying to stay as clean as possible. There's one way with these. Then you can do a biogas engine, which runs on biomass, which we can either use the advanced biogenerator or you can use a fermenter with water, fertilizer, and then something to make power. Was playing with these in a test world, and I think you can run about 6 of these off of one fermenter. So it is a thought. Now the fermenters really chew through the biofuel and whatnot. So it is kind of a thing that you have to pay attention to. Your farms need to be pretty good. So all of those are done now. Yes. Actually, that goes in this chest, doesn't it? It's a little ugly. It'll get better, especially once I get pollution pumps. I'm going to change a lot of how this works. So the next thing is, in between episodes, I played quite a bit because I was waiting on things to happen over there. So I said, well, I know for a fact there's a really large mine shaft under here. And that really large mine shaft had something that I wanted in it. Come on, guys. Come on. They're going to just sit there and not do anything. Oh, there it goes. Hey, yeah, it's a skeleton spawner. I don't know if this was a change that Golrith made or if it's something else, but they have to have a spawn pad to spawn on when you're using a spawner. Any of the mob spawners have to have a spawn pad or else they will not spawn. Which makes this kind of hard, aside from one thing, is that because of the mob awareness, they know I'm standing here. So they immediately run to that corner and fall off into, you know, the same old normal vanilla trap that they fall into a bunch of water, it takes them up in a water elevator, and then they drop down over here. I had a zombie swarm spawn, and they broke my half slab. So because of that zombie swarm, I went and did something that's probably going to affect me later on. But all of this mine shaft, all of the caves in the area are lit up as good as I can get them, except for some of these ones over here. And that also showed me that I have a massive lava lake. Where's the button? Right underneath this area. So I have all the lava I'm ever going to need right there, right underneath the base. That's awesome. So, yeah, that's when I found out I could make those. So torches are not a problem. I can make glowstone nooks. Again, they used to cause a problem. I haven't really seen an FPS issue with them, so I don't want to say go ahead and go ham with it, but I'm not worried about it right now. If it gets crazy, I will probably change them out for something else. There's another one. What are you doing in here? Come here. No. Come here. Crap. There you go. Thank you. I'll take all the diamonds I can get. So, yeah. And I guess since I'm standing here, sword has Vorpal 3 and Insight on it. I get skeleton skulls, and I think double the experience because of the Insight. So it's worth killing things with swords sometimes. Anyhow, back to the factory, which is up this really long ladder that I need to make elevators for. I need to go buy some more ender pearls, though. Okay. Yes, I did go ahead and change out all of these to the covered belts, mainly because that keeps the mobs from getting on them, and it also allows the ability for this to act more like a pipe, so you can't accidentally pick things up off of it, which is nice. I need to continue doing that. And there they are. I can't figure out where they're coming from. I know that this is a forest hill biome. And I know since I lit all the caves up, they've started to spawn quite a bit more. But I can't figure out where they're spawning from. There's no exposed hardened stone anywhere. So if they're spawning from this pathway, well, I'm going to have to come up with something else to use. So anyhow, like I said, this is kind of the general idea. I am going to be building generators and whatnot over here. I'm waiting on a research. Before I do that, though, I would like to get to, where is this? It's automation. As soon as I get automated farming, which is going to be 100 research, it's probably going to be the second one I do past the all the stuff that it takes to get one of these. So we'll probably do everything that's required for this. So I'm going to be kind of rushing what it takes to make that a lot easier. Which I think is at any time. I just need to make the science to work it. So I guess we can take a run back over here. And I have been, I don't need that. And good Lord, I don't have any more room, do I? The zombie swarms, or this, whatever you want to call them, they give you so many pickaxes. It's unreal. Let's just put one of these down, and then we'll put those in there. Yeah, that's not even half of them. I actually went and used up a bunch of them. And I did go ahead and make one of these shelving units. So, just for instance. That's not even a quarter of what I've killed. Anyhow, I have been running science through this system so that I can have several stacks of red research. And then I built a assembler, or a standard assembler here, so that I can make all of the parts for several stacks. Put that away. At least the stacks that it requires, or the things that it requires to make a green science. So I figured since that work that way. We're just going to go ahead and claim that together. Thank you. And that is going to open up another deal. I did go ahead and claim this one just because it gave you an extra one of these, and I believe this is going to be 50 of those, so very handy. At least now I have 2 of these. And what I'm going to do with this is, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to break that controller, because I have had problems with it bugging out and making the wrong thing. So all I should have to do, and I want to test this before I do anything, is did it make green science? Or do I have to make that in the other one? I thought I could make that in a basic. Yeah. Hello. What are you doing? Oh, nice. Now you should be working. Alrighty then, let's see what it does. Because I was trying to make something earlier. There was a 2-craft recipe that I think it bugged out and made science instead of making what it was supposed to make. So, okay, good. So that plus that and that plus that will make a bunch of green science. And I guess I can put the gears away for right now. Oh my goodness, they drive me up the wall. Where are they? There we go. Okay. Ding ding. Yes, we know. So, with all that, that is what has been going on over the last couple of days. I've been harvesting the heck out of this and harvesting every little bit of lapis I can get my hands on. I have done quite a bit of exploring again, at least down here. You can see all of the lights and whatnot around. I found several spawners with not a whole lot of anything really good in them. This mine shaft was actually pretty cool. There's quite a bit of interesting stuff in it. At least I got everything out of it, which got me a few things. Just basic junk, so things that you're going to use eventually, but nothing that I need right now. So I figure what we can do while we wait on that to happen is I've been saving them. Oh yeah, and I did do the extra line of that too. Let's see what we get. Excellent. LB wire and familiar. Wonderful. And more stuff. And more stuff. And more stuff. Sure. Okay. TGX. Let's go ahead and put some of this away into the system with you. And that, and that, and that can go in there. And I got more of this. Okay. Okay. More stuff. More stuff. Hey, that's good. I need the research. Ah, no, give me that back. Where is the other one? I did get one of those. Patient bag. I'm going to have to set up automation for that just for fun, just to see how long it's going to take for that nether star to come to fruition. Just for fun. More research. Wonderful. And a couple of those. Well, what do we get? Sweeping edge. Okay. Not a whole lot. Redstone, bones, saddle, don't need, glowstone, don't need that. And we'll put that in there and that up there. And we'll just stick this in the box with all the other things that I have been working on. And how many more of these do we have? We have a few, so let's just do that. Thank you. Excellent. Another spot loader. Great. Legendary. I'm telling you, they're around. And another robot. Excellent. I've got like 4 robots now. Solar panel, blue research. Cool. How many solars do I have now? Just 4? 4, 5. Cool. Oh, get in the... No. Get in the box. I will hang on to you. More of this. Little robot. Don't need that. Put the steel plate down here with this. And then we can go grab the rest of this research. Which I should have some greens, some reds. All of this, I think, just piles and piles of loot bags. Part of me conditioning the underground is this going to allow me to build one heck of a mob farm when I'm ready for it. The only problem with a mob farm is you have to build it out of concrete because of the zombies' ability to be able to dig through just about everything. So it's been interesting. Anyhow, so I probably should have let that run, but I figured I would share that with you guys, that this is kind of where I'm at, what's going on. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually pretty good. Some of this is old. I mean, when I was hand feeding it, but it's automated. It's just gonna sit here and keep doing this. And I think with the amount that I'm getting out of it now, I can build maybe 2 more, which I think I might just do that direction, and we'll see what happens. So let's just do a little quick look around, make sure everything's still functional. See how these guys are doing. You're picking a few things. I wish you would pick over here. They're stupid. I mean, good lord. I know I'm not paying them much, but good lord. Wow. I guess the other thing I can say here is that I did split this so that the chimneys for the furnaces kind of go 2 directions so the stuff can spread. I think the biggest problem that I've had, and that's why these are in here, is that it just doesn't spread out at all. It just kind of sits there. Don't want your potato, dude. So you kind of have to fiddle around with it, kind of make it work a little different. I may end up doming each one of these just to try to get it to spread out because it just doesn't want to spread out. So it sits in that corner or that corner and slowly works its way around, and I have to pump it back out. Boy, they're being slacking. Look at this guy. What are you doing? Why are you in here? Hey, you... Wow, whatever. And this guy is, his inventory's full again. Okay, good. So that's nice. Anyhow, I guess let me get out of here. Enough doors yet? I swear there's no hardened stone over here. Well, that was a good shot. Smack. Hey, how about this? This is funny. Come on, dude. Attack me. Come here. Come here. Do your dive attack. Thank you. I swear there is no hardened stone over here at all. I've covered all of it. So unless they're spawning on that pathway, I can't figure out where they're coming from. I mean, I know there's a hardened stone pillar right over there. It's out of spawn range for me. And I know that that one over there is there and it's out of spawn range. But I've been standing right here in the middle of my work area and seen them come out of this area. And I know there's nothing over here. I covered all of it. I dug up that bit. There's a small bit over there covered up. I hate to say it, I think they're spawning on stone bricks. And if they are, that sucks, because that means I'm going to have to change that. Unless they can spawn on this during all hours of the daylight. And if that's the case, that sucks. So, anyhow, I think that's gone on long enough. Now you guys can see why it's been a little bit since I've done a video. The farm is up and functioning fully. I'm going to be processing a lot of green science because I would like to get into better logistics, better belts, rails. This is a long way off, but this right here will give me quite a bit. I would also like to get, and I don't know if I can do that right now. this underway, because that machine is quite usable for a lot of things compared to the regular assembler or standard assembler. So that's where I'm going, and that's where I'm headed. So I guess thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.